Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have our second map that we're going to be looking at. As you know, on Tuesday we had the test over the Western Europe, which was this side of the Europe map. Friday, we're going to have a test over the Eastern side. And if you were in class, or if you were paying attention in class, you heard me say that I think that this part of the map is going to be a little bit more difficult. The reason being, I know that this side of the map had several small countries, but this side has a bunch of slightly bigger countries, but these slightly bigger countries are still pretty small, and they're all kind of grouped right together right in here. So I hope that in this video I'm going to be able to tell you guys a little bit about how I would go about learning these. First thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to try to chunk these in a way that hopefully makes some sense. And I'm going to do that with just these little lines. I'm going to take this line right here, and we're going to cut these top 3 countries up here off. These 3 countries up here are Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania. Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania are going to be former Soviet republics, and they're in alphabetical order: E, L, A, L, I. Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania. Okay. Next, we're going to do the ones right here. These are also former Soviet republics, but these spell out the word bum, B, U, and M. So for those, I'm going to put this line here. B, U, and then M, maybe. So we had Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania. And then we had Belarus, Ukraine, and Moldova. B, U, M. The next couple that I think will be relatively easy for you guys are going to be just down here at the bottom. We have Greece, which I think a lot of you are going to know anyway, and then we have the island of Cyprus, which exists right here. Those two are kind of off by themselves. I think they'll be relatively easy for you guys to get without a lot of help on those two. So we'll just go ahead and cut those off here as well. Okay, now we are left with where we're having to kind of chunk some stuff up, and really this one I don't have a good way to know this one. This is Poland, and Poland is going to be just kind of there by itself. It doesn't really fit in any of the chunks that I'd like for it to, so we're just going to kind of leave it there by itself. The next chunk that actually does work really well is to chunk these 4 together. At first that's going to seem a little problematic, but we'll see why that's going to be hopefully your best bet in just a second. We have these 4 are going to spell cash. C, A, S, oops, S, H. Try to fix that one more time. Okay, cash. Now, this isn't a perfect solution because We do have more countries that start with A and S. But these four are countries that used to actually be two different countries. We used to have Czechoslovakia, now it's the Czech Republic and Slovakia. And we used to have Austria and Hungary. Austria-Hungary. So these four countries used to be one country here, Czechoslovakia, and one country, Austria-Hungary, are now Czechoslovakia, Austria, Slovakia, Hungary. Our next three countries that I'm going to chunk off here are going to be three countries that have some kind of easy way, hopefully, to look at this. We have we had Slovakia up here. We have Slovenia down at the bottom. This little country that kind of just gets wedged in there because we're going to probably remember this one that's kind of C-shaped. That is Croatia. Croatia is the C shape right by the sea. But then Slovenia just kind of gets sandwiched in there and we kind of forget about it. So if you remember Czechoslovakia, so Slovakia has to be next to the Czech Republic. The other one down here is going to be Slovenia, right next to the sea. And then this one is your Bosnia and Herzegovina. Okay, that leaves us with these 6 countries. And I'm actually going to split these one more time to hopefully get a little bit easier. And my last split is going to come right here. And it's not going to make, again, it's going to be a little bit weird. Why would you put those two together? But hopefully it'll make sense. Up here we have Romania. And below that we have Bulgaria. Now, if you really want to, you could throw this Romania in with the bum, and it could be bummer, B-U-M-R, so that maybe you could skip chunking these back together and have bummer instead of bum, and then Romania and Bulgaria here. Our last ones right here. Our last ones. We have a few here, and I'm looking at this map, and we have one country that's actually missing from this map. We'll put it on here anyway. Okay. We have Serbia, which is the slender one at the top, and Montenegro, which is the tiny one right by the sea. We have Kosovo, Albania, and Macedonia. So we have S, M, K, A, M. The way that I would remember this is SCAM, S-K-A-M, Serbia, Kosovo, Albania, and Macedonia. The only problem is you have that Montenegro over there that also has the M. Macedonia is going to be the bigger one here, and Montenegro is going to be here. Like I said, this one's going to be more difficult just because of your inability to have the space in between the tiny ones. On the last test, your tiny ones were there, but they were spread out here, 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 and here.